To Bob Moore, Chopper 4, and John Welsh. John, this all started near I-44 and I-40, and who's ever driving this truck has exited the interstate. Update us where you are and what's happening right now.
Yeah, right now, Lance, as you can see, we're following this individual right here. He appears, to what we can come up with over the air, he appears to be intoxicated. This started in Mustang, obviously went Highway 152 north of the airport, going very fast at times. When he got on I-40 eastbound, they were able to terminate the pursuit because Air One's overseen pretty much following him. So he's not going to be a threat at this time. And when the police backed off, it allowed him to slow down a little bit. Now he's in a neighborhood where, I guess on Shields, at about 50th or so in Shields, headed southbound here, Lance.
And John, for those who are just joining us, this pursuit did get to be a little bit on the dangerous side. Watching him weave in and out of traffic on I-35 southbound. He was on the median, cutting in and out. No collisions, but awfully close a couple of times.
Yeah, it did. Just right before we came on with you, hang on, Lance. Yeah, just right before we came on with you, he actually hit a car. Allegedly, he might have hit another one over there by Mustang. It looks like he's pulling into this residence. We're going to try and get around, get this tree out of the way. Here, hang on a second, Lance.
Sure, we'll wait for you to get around. The initial report was that this driver had signs of intoxication, maybe a drunk driver. Authorities from several agencies began a pursuit, and it has been going on now for about 15 minutes or so. It appears now that this particular pickup truck pulled into a home. I believe this is near 52nd and Byers, is what I'm hearing from our assignment desk. You would think this guy doesn't realize that Air One and news helicopters are flying over the home right now. All right, John, what are you seeing right now?
Yeah, right now, allegedly, we're kind of being told that he bailed. We're going to look, maybe he's in between the two houses here as we kind of get around. We lost him coming when he pulled in underneath that tree here. So maybe the individual is out on foot. We're going to get around here to the south and hopefully get a little bit better shot. Okay, so it looks like he ditched the pickup truck and he's on the run right now. Give me an indication, John, from your vantage point. Well, first of all, tell me how fast, based on your airspeed, do you think this guy was traveling? We had heard 90, 100 miles per hour. Does that seem accurate? Yeah. Well, there he is, Lance. He's walking in the street, obviously digging for maybe some keys or some change, or you know, there's no tell, or a phone here, Lance. There's no telling.
Okay, what do you see as far as law enforcement? Any police in the area other than Air One flying overhead? Yeah,
not at this time. What they did is they backed off because the pursuit got a little bit too fast. So we're not seeing any police here now. I'm sure they're headed this way, but sure, as of this time, I'm not seeing anybody.
We've seen these cases
well, I see
before.
one car that's probably a couple blocks away now, Lance.
Yeah, we've seen these cases before when the drivers ditch the vehicles, they get out walking, and then we know law enforcement does monitor what we air, and I suspect several police agencies are watching News Channel 4 right now to get a good handle on where this guy's located.
Yeah, he's at Southeast 50. Well, you can see they're in contact with him now. 56th and Stiles.
All right, Oklahoma City Police on the scene. And it looks like there's
one police officer on the scene here, and there's a couple more that are headed that way.
Okay, fists flying.
Yeah, you can see him resisting the police officer, and finally he was able to kind of maintain control of him. He was kicking at him and hitting at him. Now he's got some more backup here, and they'll get him in custody, Lance.
And again, your location looks from the street sign. We're at 52nd. Oklahoma City Police.
And Stiles, 52nd and Stiles.
All right, John, give us a play-by-play leading up to this. We saw the guy ditch the car about a block away. Originally, the call came in that it may have been a drunk driver. And when he ditched the car, walking down the street, no law enforcement. But boy, it didn't take long for them to swarm this neighborhood and get this guy into custody.
Yeah, it did. They did a very good job getting to him. If you can tell control room if they can adjust the mix minus, please. Yeah, they did a very good job. Luckily, they were able to back off, and he slowed down, didn't cause any more accidents than he could have, because apparently it was getting pretty hairy there. He was in between, in and out of cars, hitting cars. So it could have been a whole lot worse. The Air One was able to maintain contact with him and follow him to this area. He got out of the car and started walking. And then obviously there was police in the area that were able to get to his location. You can see he resisted arrest briefly, and now